Hi, Rudy Simone. My name is Emily Treffry. I live in Rhode Island. I am an Aspergirl. My closest city is Providence. I'm an hour away from Boston. I nearly jumped out of my chair this morning when I went to your page and I saw that you were developing the Aspergirls International Society. And I knew that you were looking for contributors for this amazing cause. And so this is probably going to be one of two videos because of the system that I'm operating on. But I wanted to just tell you a little bit about myself, my experience with having Asperger's, being diagnosed in my early 20s, a little bit about my childhood, and some of my streamlined interests that I think are a big part of being an Aspergirl. So I will start off giving the best analogy that I can. When I was a really little girl, I saw the movie Muppets from Space. I thought it was the coolest movie ever because Gonzo is my favorite Muppet and Jim Henson is amazing. So when I saw this movie, I suppose it was kind of revelatory for being incredibly small. So I came to school and I saw all of who I thought were my friends, not being terribly socially aware that friends treat us nicely, because these weren't particularly nice children. And so I went up to them and I said, let's play Muppets from Space. And, they kind of gave me the big thumbs down. And I recall just kind of standing there on the playground thinking to myself, gosh, I think I know how Gonzo feels. Because the general premise of the film is that Gonzo realizes that he's not the only Gonzo, but he is the only Gonzo on planet Earth. So he has all of this lovely family who's, a little bit different just like he is, but he just can't access them. And that's how I always felt growing up. And it's more or less how I felt in high school as well. And to make a long story short, kind of moving through all of the yucky bullying, teasing, a lot of the things that we girls and we women encountered and, can sometimes still encounter, particularly in the workplace. That thought was going somewhere. I'm picking it back up. To this day, we still encounter a lot of challenges in regards to relating to other people who aren't on the spectrum, sometimes even on the spectrum. I think it's just so imperative that we reach out, we develop a community, we see how we can really kind of help each other out, connect with each other, see how we're like, see how we're different. And so this is my contribution to say, this is who I am as an Aspergirl. These are kind of some of my streamlined interests. How did I realize that I became an Aspergirl? Because I found out later in life, actually after I met my stepson, who at the age of 4 or 5 was diagnosed with being on the spectrum himself. And I looked at him and I went, I'm not quite like you, but I'm quite a bit like you. We have, quite a few things in common. And so I sought out a wonderful neuropsychologist or neuropsychiatrist, nonetheless. I sought out a wonderful professional who indeed said, you felt different all your life, but you felt different all your life for a reason. And that reason was, again, I'm an Aspergirl. So in my second video, I would like to discuss how work has been for me as an Aspergirl, how relationships have worked for me as an Aspergirl, some of my streamlined or special interests, how I self-soothe, and what it's like to balance working, going to school, being a stepmom, and being yourself. And so round 2 is coming right up. And it is just such a pleasure to even send you this video. I feel like a peon. And I will talk to you soon in my second video. So that's enough for now.